New details in Sean Diddy Combs' ongoing legal battle have been uncovered. The music mogul, who is currently in jail awaiting trial on federal charges of racketeering and prostitution, to which he's pled not guilty, is facing several allegations from over 100 people. And now one of his accusers has been revealed to be Anna Kane, the ex-wife of NHL star Evander Kane, according to court documents obtained by TMZ on December 6th. Anna, who split from the athlete in 2021 following 3 years of marriage, was ordered to share her identity in the filing if she wanted to move forward with her lawsuit, in which she accuses Diddy and others of plying her with drugs and in a New York City recording studio in 2003 when she was 17, per TMZ. Combs has since denied her allegations, according to the documents obtained by the outlet. Anna, who shares one kid with Evander, didn't initially want to share her name publicly, originally filing her suit in December of 2023 under the pseudonym Jane Doe, according to a court filing viewed by Page 6. Now, the 38-year-old says she is refusing to back down from the case and coming forward publicly. As she shares in a statement to TMZ through her attorney, "I had hoped to use a pseudonym in pursuing justice for what happened to me as a teenager. Defendants' demand to use my name was an attempt to intimidate me, but I am not intimidated." She adds, "I am prepared to proceed and hold accountable those who have harmed me." Combs, who has been denied bail 3 times since being taken into custody on September 16th, was accused by 120 people of assault. 25 of them were minors at the time of the alleged incidents, including one who was allegedly just 10 years old. Texas-based attorney Tony Busby, who is representing the accusers, told reporters at an October 1st press conference that the suits, which were filed in numerous states, accuse the 53-year-old of acts such as, quote, or rape, with a controlled substance, decimation of video recordings, and sexual of minors. Following the allegations, the rapper's legal team denied all the claims against him, with his attorney Erica Wolf telling E! News in a statement, as Mr. Combs' legal team has emphasized, he cannot address every meritless allegation in what has become a reckless media circus. That said, Mr. Combs emphatically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim that he sexually abused anyone, including minors. The lawyer added, he looks forward to proving his innocence and vindicating himself in court, where the truth will be established based on evidence, not speculation.
Anna Kane's diction to file a lawsuit against Diddy as Jane Doe initially drew significant attention due to the seriousness of her allegations. These accusations, which date back over 2 decades, claimed that Diddy and his associates committed acts of assault and exploitation when Anna was just 17 years old.
Guys doing? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. I am your host Gigi, and I have some new updates about Diddy. This comes straight from TMZ. So you see the picture and you see Diddy and you see this girl on Diddy's lap, and honey, she's 17 years old, okay? And people have been wondering, who is this girl? You guys know she is suing Diddy. She is all in the court's documents, but it has been some funny business. Last week, it was a girl, believed from the big back community, came out saying that she was this girl, okay? And people done their research and they found out she was lying. Could you believe it? People are actually lying, saying that they're victims, saying that that's there and that's them in the picture, and it's not. So the girl, she's finally coming out, and this is her. I want to show you guys her. She has to reveal herself in order to go forward with the lawsuit, and this is who she is. Now, they do have an article, and she is speaking, and I would love to play this article for you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. I just want to say thank you so much for the love and the likes and the shares. It goes a long way. Her name is Anna, all right? All right, so let's hear the TMZ report. Let's hear it.
Diddy's facing a mountain of lawsuits from anonymous accusers, but one accuser's name has now been revealed in court docs. And she's the ex-wife of a professional hockey player. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, one of the Jane Does suing Diddy for sexual assault was ordered to reveal her identity if she wanted to continue her lawsuit. And now we've learned the woman suing is Anna Kane, who used to be married to NHL star Evander Kane. Anna amended her lawsuit to include her government name. As we already told you, she claims she was just 17 years old and still in high school when Diddy and others gang raped her. In a statement through her attorney, Doug Wigdor, Anna tells TMZ, "I had hoped to use a pseudonym in pursuing justice for what happened to me as a teenager. Defendants demand that I use my name was an attempt to intimidate me, but I am not intimidated. I am prepared to proceed and hold accountable those who have harmed me." Anna claims she was a 17-year-old still in the 11th grade when this meeting happened. She says she accepted the invitation and ended up in the Big Apple where she met Diddy in a recording studio. She claims Diddy and others plied her with drugs and alcohol before sexually assaulting her. Her lawsuit includes photos of the alleged...
This case gained traction in the aftermath of Cassie's high-profile lawsuit against Diddy, where she similarly accused the music mogul of abusive behavior.
And she says she's the girl with the blurred face. Anna claims during the meeting, Diddy took her into a bathroom where he her from behind as she was bent over a sink. And she says she didn't consent. For his part, Diddy has denied the allegations. Anna and Evander, who now plays for the Edmonton Oilers, married in 2018 and had one child together before she filed for divorce in July 2021.
All right, well, you heard it here. She is prepared to fight. And Anna, I'm so happy that you're going to continue to fight and you have the strength to come out here to tell your truth, because we know it is hard. I mean, this world is so wicked. They want to blame the victim. You have people pretending to be her. I mean, could you imagine how Anna felt? How Anna felt just seeing all these reports and this big girl coming out and saying that was me? What? Are you serious? Stop playing games right now. But Anna, she is fighting, and honey, this is a tough fight, but it looks like God is on her side because all of the signs are pointing very well. You know, it's sad. People want to still blame her, talking about, well, you're 17. What were you doing over there? Well, my goodness, I'm sure you guys, when you were 17, you probably did so much marijuana, so many things. Fornicating so much at a 17, 16-year-old, you know? So who are you to question what she was doing at a 17? How about let's change the question. What was Diddy doing with a 17-year-old on his lap? How about that? What was Diddy doing with young women, forcing them to drink drugs and do so many wicked things? Okay, but the people that want to victim shame her is usually down with the hip hop and the Diddies and all that wickedness. You know, you can really tell who they are based on the things they say and the questions. You know, it is sad and it's wicked what happened to this girl, and her life has changed forever. That situation that Diddy did to her all those years, she had to live with that. She had to have nightmares, you know, trying to cope with that. And people want to blame a child. Are you kidding me? But they don't have any smoke for this grown man that has been doing this time and time again. All right, it is sickening, but hopefully.
However, Anna's case has taken a unique turn. Her forced decision to reveal her identity, transitioning from Jane Doe to Anna Kane, has amplified public interest, but has also exposed her to significant risks. Legal experts have debated the implications of this decision, particularly for high-profile cases involving sensitive allegations.
Myla Morales, she's a former makeup artist for Diddy and also Cassie Ventura. working for Diddy for years and eventually becoming a friend of Cassie's. In 2010, Mila alleges that she heard Cassie being physically abused and was a witness to the aftermath of the alleged attack. She joins me now. Mila, thank you so much for being here. This has been, for so many people, illuminating, infuriating, troubling, devastating. You can go down the list of things, but it's so difficult to speak about.
I know.
Being a witness of anything. Tell me how you must be feeling just knowing that this has even come to light.
Well, I have kept this secret for like 14 years. I mean, the first time I experienced it was 2010, and I was in the hotel room when Puff came in, and I had no idea Cassie left. And when I woke up, I just saw his presence come into the room. They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know. But all I could think of was to grab Cassie's things and start packing it up and just getting her out to safety and bringing her to my house. So that's kind of like what transpired from that night. And once she came out of the room, she was badly, beaten.
Oh my God, what did her physical appearance look like?
I mean, it was knots on her head, black eye, busted lip, but a lot of knots all over her head.
Did she go to the police at that point or anything?
No, we didn't know what to do at that point because, Puffy is a very powerful person and we were quite terrified. So I just, brought her to my house, and my friend, who is a doctor, I called her, and thank God she was in town because we didn't know what to do. And she treated her for, just to make sure she didn't have a concussion or anything like that. But it was really it was painful to see Cassie like that because she's such a beautiful human being, and for a man to just hurt any sort of woman or child or animal, it doesn't matter, but Cass is a good friend of mine, and I just felt, I just didn't know what to do. I felt like, I don't even know how to describe how I felt that night.
Did she describe how she was feeling about having that?
The judge's ruling to reveal Anna's identity lights the ongoing tension between protecting victims and upholding the principle of transparency in judicial proceedings. While this move could encourage other potential accusers to think twice before stepping forward, Anna has made it clear that she will not be silenced.
Sense that this was the first time?
It didn't feel like it, because it wasn't. It was almost like, I feel like she might have been embarrassed that happened in front of me.
But the incident that you're talking about even predates what we saw in this horrific video from a hotel floor. When that video came out, what did it feel like knowing that had now been public?
No, I was devastated when I saw that video because it was like I witnessed what could have happened in that room and more, So that was a hallway incident. Who knows what happened, in that room when I was outside of there. And I was devastated. Actually, I've been devastated since the court cases came out and how, he mistreated Cassie.
He has settled the suit involving her specifically, but there are others, and there are sources that are telling CNN that the majority of the people currently suing Diddy are actually speaking to federal investigators, which indicates the Justice Department might be moving close to an indictment. So do you think that Cassie would testify against him if federal investigators asked her to or compelled her to?
I'm really not sure. Like I said, I can't speak for Cass, but I hope she does. I hope she does because she's the only one that would know all the information that's gone on over the years. So,
Mila, why do you think? I mean, we've heard certainly a lot of people in the industry condemn Diddy for what they saw on that video. But it hasn't been a universal outcry within the industry specifically. Why do you think that is?
Because it's a very small industry and that we all know each other, and I feel like people are afraid to like speak up about it. And the only reason why I am is because I'm a friend of Cass's and I really care about her very much so. And I'm outraged and very, very like heartbroken about like how he's been treating her. It breaks my heart, and I just can't imagine like a man treating a woman that way. And not just a woman, but a friend of mine that I've known since she was a teenager. So, I've known Cassie before all of this. So it disgusts me.
I can only imagine of all the women that you have worked with and people who are eager to be in the industry, what they are exposed to, how they could be exploited and abused in a variety of ways. And that's why the idea that not hearing so many more people speak up is very frustrating and hurtful for so many people.
It is frustrating and hurtful, even for me, because I know what goes on behind the scenes, and I just can't imagine why nobody's speaking up. I mean, everyone's just hush hush and quiet. I don't know, maybe they're scared. I mean, we've all been scared, so,
I hope this is a turning point, Mila Morales.
I think so.
I really hope it is. Thank you so much for joining me
I hope
tonight.
so.
Her statement through her attorney emphasizes her resolve, stating that she is determined to hold those responsible for their actions.
It has been a long journey to get here. She did not want to hide. Why should she hide her head in shame? She has not done anything wrong.
Dawn Richard had once been on top of the world. She was a rising star and a member of the popular girl group Kane, with hits like Showstopper.
This is for my ladies in the 280s Mercedes.
Her mentor, none other than one of the most influential figures in American music, Sean Diddy Combs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all did a great job today, ladies.
Today, Richard is back in the spotlight. In a damning new lawsuit, she's accusing her former mentor of sexual battery, forced labor, and gender-motivated violence.
These are all allegations that have become shockingly familiar against Diddy in recent months, as he has faced lawsuit after lawsuit from women and men who have accused him of all manner of bad behavior.
Richard also claims she witnessed him abusing his former girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, better known as Cassie, on numerous occasions. Attorney Lisa Bloom is representing Richard.
Dawn had the choice to file the case as a Jane Doe, and she chose not to do that. After giving it a fair amount of thought, she wants accountability, she wants justice.
An attorney for Combs tells Nightline, quote, "In an attempt to rewrite history, Dawn Richard has now manufactured a series of false claims, all in the hopes of trying to get a payday," adding, quote, "It's unfortunate that Miss Richard has cast their 20-year friendship aside to try and get money from him. But Mr. Combs is confidently standing on truth and looks forward to proving that in court." Richard is just the latest person to come forward with disturbing allegations against the once celebrated hip-hop mogul.
Diddy has been under criminal investigation for months by federal prosecutors here in New York. And if there are criminal charges, many of them may look a lot like what some of these individuals have been describing.
With this newest lawsuit, this would probably only expedite or increase the amount of allegations and potential witnesses who could testify against Sean Combs.
Last November, a stunning lawsuit by Cassie claimed that she was the victim of a pattern of abuse. Combs. At the time, Combs denied all wrongdoing and said that settling was not an admission of guilt. Then, this explosive video.
We're going to begin tonight with the alarming images now emerging of Sean Diddy Combs.
The new video obtained exclusively by CNN. Diddy's flying through the hallway of this hotel, and he's so brutal. And Cassie is so small.
Anna's accusations detail disturbing incidents that allegedly took place in 23 when she met Harve Pierre, the president of Bad Boy Entertainment. According to her lawsuit, Pierre invited her to Diddy's recording studio, where the events of that night unfolded.
So broken. Like, there's a point where she just stays on the ground.
It's so difficult to reflect on.
Combs, now 54, acknowledges assault of Cassie in a message posted on Instagram days after the video surfaced.
I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Since Cassie's lawsuit, at least 8 others have followed. Combs has denied any wrongdoing. Don Richard first met Combs while filming the MTV reality show Making the Band.
But I just feel like Diddy's gonna pull something because that's just how he is.
Combs working on making Danity Kane the next big girl group.
Dawn, I need you to take the lead on that song. I need you to take the lead and produce those vocals, get those vocals right.
But behind the scenes, according to Richard's lawsuit, the group was subjected to verbal abuse and deprived of basic needs such as adequate food and sleep. She claims they were sometimes forced to work up to 48 hours with no breaks. Richard also alleges that during the filming of Making the Band, she saw Kim Porter, Combs' ex-partner and mother of 3 of his children, leaving his recording studio in tears with visible facial injuries, including a lacerated lip.
It's at that point, according to the lawsuit, that Richard says that she knew that Sean Combs was capable of assault and some of the most heinous acts towards the women.
So many people are trying to break into the music industry. No matter how they're treated on those shows, it's very hard for them to leave because this is their lucky break. This is their dream.
Richard went on to work with Combs in another group called Diddy Dirty Money.
Like Puff says, it feels good to work with a team. I'm better with a team.
According to her lawsuit, the harassment didn't stop. Richard says Combs groped her multiple times.
She claims that while in the dressing room, he would be there groping her buttocks under the auspice of, this is where I want her underwear to be showing. This is where I want her pants to be cut. This is where I want her top to be fitted.
It was around this time, the lawsuit says, that Richard was witness to multiple acts of violence against Combs' then-girlfriend Cassie. In one incident, she alleges that in front of dinner guests, Combs forcefully punched Cassie in the stomach, causing her to double over in visible pain, crying.
The court documents outline graphic and disturbing allegations, including claims of intoxication and assault by Diddy and Pierre.